We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, at their own 20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Gibson.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up to throw. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right there. 54, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they try the right side here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Second and 11. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
It's on the ground, and it's Washington that scoops it out. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his throw is incomplete.
The pass.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
First down, 49ers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Washington nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Tackled just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Niners 7, Washington nothing.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Alan Lazard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Run! Mark 55. Check right. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Crunch.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Get ready.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Parks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. On the ground, it's McFarland. And the 49ers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Niners 14, Washington 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Francisco.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a...
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now this is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Niners 21, Washington 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo. Hey, tight.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Check. Mike 3.
Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
33.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike's my board. Well, baby, come on, let's go. 54's Mike. Check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Terrell Lewis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And to give this time to the tailback. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sly for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all up in buckets. Yeah, them footsteps coming cause we coming for the jet.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You got time. You got time.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Get off the field. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down.
Set, ready. 32. Shift. Check in. Watch that.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second and 9 now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Time to go, night.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play there, second down.
on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Tighten up. Pull it together. Right there, 54.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Samson Abuka able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Niners 28, Washington 17. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 17. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.